Green now into the hands of the young puller. That's his nickname here, folks. I don't know his name. Nobody here has names on the back of their shirts. He is the puller. He's nothing if not a puller. Some correction now from the spectators who have informed me. His name is Evan. I'm going to call him the puller. And he lets go a nice rip that Phil catches on about his goal line. Yella now. What can they do? Phil with the disc in time. Jake establishing himself, asserting himself. Phil goes ahead, pivots, takes the backhand dump. Carlo takes a look right back at Phil, goes ahead, takes that shot. Phil with the disc. Not too far from his away sideline into Rebecca, who has cut in. She is 5 yards off of her sideline. She's got the disc. She's got pressure on her right now. This is a tough spot to be, especially in a league final, in a windy game, a wet game. Phil back with the disc now, frustrated, no targets deep. And you really, the effects of playing all day in these miserable conditions showing themselves. Not a whole lot of activity from this yellow team, not a lot of spark. Who's going to cut deep? Who's going to stretch the field on this yellow offense? We know who's going to throw it. We know who's going to handle it. And maybe that's their answer here for this game. They're just going to cool hand Luke it all the way down the field, just chewing up the field space. Green really not establishing any kind of pressure on the throwers. Carlo lets a question mark go high, and you wonder what he was thinking there. Just a shot he did not have to take. Into Jake. Jake with a disc, and he is huck happy. Carl with the disc. He is not scared. He goes ahead, takes an easy backhand option right up the line. They continue it up the line. Carl weaves in and out for the dump, finds a fella with a beard who cuts across. He's trapped on his line. He is a lefty. Takes a backhand out to Carl. Foul call. I think they play on. Jake with the disc in the middle of the field. He's got Tessie cutting back there deep. I wonder if anybody sees her. Carl looks, sees her, finds her. She's open. Unsuccessful layout bid there. Oh, and a hot shot from Tessie in for the score. That's a nice action right there. I think our game is tied. Let's get a score.
Tessie's losing by about 20.
What?
Yeah.
No, wait, hang on a minute. Can we interview you for a second?
Let me answer my phone.
All right. Yes. Bennett with the disc. He's eager. Got a good aggressive mark by Nicky on him, but he goes ahead and lets it rip, and that's a good target downfield. If that's waiting on your catch, you can put crap like that up. They're going to come down with it. Phil lobs a lazy backhand that's easily deep, caught by the puller. The puller's going to look outside. Finds Jake. Jake coming back your way now with a backhand. Finds Ann Louise with a crafty grab. She's got time. She's going to pivot. She's got Maria on her. Ooh, let's go. A dump that the receiver could not come down with, and you look for Yella to convert here. If Yella cannot convert the kill shot,
hey, give these to the captain.
Okay.
The winning captain. We're playing to 13. What you got?
Okay, that's we're filming here, Chief.
Right, distance.
You know how much this production is costing us every minute?
Hey, right here, these right here.
Yellow short bus with a 10-8 lead. Phil with an uncharacteristically awful pull. Maybe goes 2/3 of the way down the field. I'm thinking not even that far. Wart going to walk it over.
Looks to be limping.
Doesn't really care whether it's in the middle of the field or not. Steps out, puts a high floaty flick into the end zone, and you wonder why have they left Wart in the game at this point. Unable to run, clearly unable to throw, yet they've left him in the game. Phil with the disc and a target deep. He loves to see you running deep. Cool ass travels, call him for dragging the foot. They don't do it. Out to Bennett. Bennett wildly faking a hammer now. Bennett being trapped against his line. Got a good aggressive mark by Carl. One of them overcommits on the flick fake, and he manages to get it off to Phil. Swings it to Phil for the dump. Phil gets it off for the score. Cool ass takes one. Almost Miller time for this short bus. And this really is a special group. Towering. That's a more characteristic Phil Mantell pull now. Jake comes down with it, swings it out to Carl. Carl's right back to Jake, but he floats it. Jake comes down with the disc. Bennett's marking him. Mantell. Oh, and you feel it. You really you begin to feel it now. Mantell. And you wonder what's going through his head right now. Mantell looks for it. He's done it 1,000 times. Takes a cheeky backhand for the score and the first ever league championship. And it goes back to the thrower. What's the call? Sorry. Why can't it be easier for Phil? Phil steps out, looks around. He's got 2 cutting. Doesn't like either of them. He wants to finish this thing. He's looking deep. Lets a big floaty high, total question mark fly of prayer. Green now. No other choice but to score here. Carl easily defended by Phil. Phil comes down with it. He's got time. He floats one in there, kind of a saucy little, and yellow, just dorking it left and right. They are the short bus after all, folks. There's something to that name. Bennett gonna make Jake work for it. Jake in for Tessie. Tessie in for Jake. Check me. Don't know who that is, who just threw it to Carl. Carl's going to put it up for Jake. Who's going to win this one? Ooh, Jake comes down with it. Bennett can jump. He's 5'3". He is. Well, Tessie thought she scored, not in. Lets an ill-advised high release floaty backhand go, and Phil. Could this be it? A fitting way. We couldn't. Bennett zips it out to Phil with the disc right where he wants it. Right on the far edge of his red zone. He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man wide open. He doesn't see him. Either doesn't see him or doesn't take the bait. In now to the green hat. Green hat stretches his arms a little bit. He looks around. He takes the dump. Dump to red stripe hat. Rebecca now with the disc guarded by Carl. No prisoners here on this one. Carl going for broke. He'll mark the girl as hard as he'll mark the guy. You can count on that. He's going to stretch his arms. He's a bit winded. Holds his arms over his head. Gives a dipsy doodle of a fake now. Gets a big... Just can't get it off. Can't get it off. Green now. Jake loves to play a long game. A guy cutting deep he didn't like. Oh, that's going to be a foul. I thought he had it in his hand. It looked good. Yeah. So you agree with the foul or not? Oh, Evans calling a foul? I thought Bennett was calling a foul.
Back to the thrower.
The horn registering its disapproval. Yeah. Phil with the disc steps out, finds Bennett.
Oh.
Catches it with the puller on, and Bennett lets fly it. Break mark backhand shot to Carla. Carla with the disc to Coolass from Atlanta. Coolass has time, has a tight mark on him from Jake. Out. Swing though. Continuation for yellow. Not able to get anything going. Phil up for it. Clearly fouled. Oh, this is Buddy who fouled him.
Travel call!
And there you have it, folks. Short bus, helmets, drool pans, wheelchairs and all, folks. They've made it to the highest position one can obtain in the Chattanooga Ultimate community. They are your Winter League 2006-2007 Chattanooga Ultimate finalists. Nothing to do now but just watch the magic celebration unfold.